Welcome back to the battlefield. Today's episode, we will probably spend a lot of time replenishing, and then hopefully we will launch the siege of Camulodunum and begin our actual fighting with the Iceni. I don't think we've actually had an open conflict with them besides when we took this city. These two factions are still peaceful with us for the time being, so I'm just going to ignore them. Once we take this city here... If they send this army back across to defend London, I actually might be in a little bit of trouble. I'm not entirely sure I can take this city if I'm up against a proper army and a proper garrison. That would be a very much more difficult fight. What I could do is try and go lay siege right now, and I think that would prevent them from getting in. But I kind of need my units to be at full strength. I'm trying to think here, if I can get this guy right on the bridge, can I lay siege with this general and then still be within range to get reinforced by this guy? The danger here is if I mess it up and then I retreat, he might retreat to like over here and then get caught, so I'm just going to leave him there. Alright, they don't have anything within range to counterattack me, so I'm going to go ahead and patrol. No, that would be foolish. I'm going to fortify. Looks like there's not much to do over here. It would be a good idea to get these two up to the Shield Maiden for that Empire maintenance reduction, but this early in a campaign, it's not vital. What kinds of bonuses could I give you? Extra influence per turn, extra trade per turn. Let's go influence for you. It's weird that I can't assign anything here. And then you can have the treasurer. Alright, I think that's all we can do this turn, so let's go to the next one. Man, I've just eaten a couple of M&Ms, and for some reason it's just making my mouth water. So I'm sure I'm going to have to play with the audio to make sure it's not just terrible. Oh, these dumb sons of bitches. As long as they don't attack immediately, I should be okay. I'm hoping I can get peace with them. It's so infuriating to have to deal with this every turn. Or not every turn, but as regularly as I have to. Just go away. Why did they declare war? I don't understand why. Okay, we got some really good replenishment. The garrison should hopefully have enough strength to hold off these 3 units. Of course, that said, I don't know if they have any killing power to deal with that heavy melee admiral.
For the tribe.
Alright, well, the British haven't come back across. So we are going to redirect. I'm going to go ahead and wander over here. I'm just going to risk it and pull these guys back and assume that this garrison could survive a direct attack. I'm not actually confident that it can, so I'm kind of tempted to just slap a general in there for a turn. That should keep them from attacking. These two armies can just hang out. You guys ought to fortify to get a little bit of extra replenishment. And you know what? We're just going to deal with this faction once and for all. I'm tired of their nonsense. We're also going to boost our taxes all the way up just so we don't have a negative income this turn. And that's probably all we can do. I might not deploy the spy here because I plan on taking this settlement next turn. With the winter movement range, I might not actually be able to reach quite that far. But I don't think I need to keep my spy over here. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to move the spy back over here.
To work, then. I am done. The shadows are friends.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. I don't like to lose the public order here, but it needs to be done in the name of avoiding a financial crisis. And I think that's all for this turn. Now, I'm worried that these guys are going to go run up here because they can probably start to cause problems for me if they do that, and I don't think I'll be able to chase them. I'm also mildly concerned that my guys will get trapped here in some kind of horrible... Oh, this is frustrating. I forgot that the English had a fleet, so I've just lost a general. Let's see, and of course it's 50% melee infantry, so I can't just cheese it and kill them all with my cavalry. Well, it's 840 versus 1,000, but the 1,000 are not fighters. I really think I just don't have anything to kill the Admiral with, but I've got to try and fight this one. This is a frustrating blunder, especially because it could cause me a rebellion when this general dies. Now, I think because they have the 4 slingers, I have to try and catch them when they land. Just to try and keep those slingers from firing, because they could do way too much damage to me. It'll prevent me from getting any use out of my defenses, but the defenses wouldn't do too terribly much in this battle, I don't think. I could send these guys over to try and mess around a little bit, but I think they would just get killed by javelins, so it would probably be more effective to just have them land and try and support the main fight. Oh boy, this is going to be ugly. Alright. We do have a decent number of troops. It's just that they are garrison troops and their morale is extremely low and their health is extremely low, so I'm really not confident in this outcome. The other unfortunate thing is that I can't just go charge down to the beach immediately, because then their slinger ships will just stay on their boats, and they will be able to whittle my troops away until they land. It's good that they're attacking in fog, though, because it'll just reduce their accuracy a little bit. Obviously, it'll reduce mine a little bit as well, but they have more missile units, so it's more of a disadvantage to them. Now, ideally, I would get them into some kind of choke point, but I just don't think that's going to be an option. I think I need to get my general down here and ready to go really soon. Once those slingers land, we can charge. Come on, do it. There we go. Okay, I actually should keep some units in reserve, but we're just gonna do it like this.
Cavalry!
Go ahead and let my guys set up shop just a little bit short so that they can use their javelins.
Ancestors! Honor us! We'll kill them all! Kill! Kill! Kill!
Quickly just run this unit over.
Our general is under attack.
Oh boy, the general's gonna have to do a lot of work here. That's actually not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to change my attack order down here.
One of our units has used all its
Okay,
ammunition.
try and keep 2 units here on the flank.
Warriors ready!
Just because we have to have something over there, and then we'll just try and steamroll them.
Elite
That's the
cavalry!
goal here.
Quickly now! Missile warrior! Food burn! Warriors ready! Battle ready! Britons!
Let them have the capture point. I don't need that in the slightest.
Battle! Axe warrior!
Okay, the general's gonna get around here and do some decent damage. That's a good sign. We'll have our missile units start attacking their general, or their admiral.
Axe warrior! Warriors of Britain! Ready! Battle ready! Riders forward! Forward!
Come on, general.
Kill! 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 Fearless!
Now we just need the front line to hold. My concern is that my men just don't really have any killing power.
Mangaku!
Oh, this is bad. We also need to be getting a charge. This is not going to work if we don't get a charge bonus.
Gotcha! Budako!
Okay, we're doing alright so far. These guys have just decided to not use their ammunition, so we're going to redirect them.
Food burn! Elite cavalry! Britons! Elite cavalry!
Need to get in there and use my general's abilities.
Food burn! Noble horse! Are you men?
Okay, there's one.
Elite cavalry!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Advance at speed!
Okay, every time we break a unit, we need to be pulling back
Kill them all!
and then hitting them from a new angle to try and break another unit. Let's try and get those guys because they're a little bit
One
weaker
of our
right
units
now.
has used all its ammunition.
If we win this, it's because of the general. These guys have clear line of sight on that unit, so let's just have them attack it. Everything down here, just keep fighting their admiral. It's actually, he hasn't taken enough damage for me to feel confident I can break him on a rear charge, so I'm just going to ignore him completely and try and
The
break
battle
these
is turning
guys
in our
instead.
favor.
Mounted death! Remember your ancestors! Warriors of Britain!
Can't afford to lose the middle right now.
Britons!
Actually, you know what? Maybe I can, because these guys aren't really fighting.
We have no fear! Sons of the Oak! Ready! Forward!
All of these units losing decisively against their general is definitely a problem. We might be able to get a bit of a chain route going soon, though. I think I'm going to leave the general in this fight for a little bit and try and break both of these units.
Noble horse!
Yeah, we've got a good thing going here. Alright. I was very worried that I would lose this, but it's looking like we have this under control.
Elite cavalry! Hold back!
Our men flee the
It's alright
field
if
of
we start to
battle.
have some units
This
rout.
is a shameful display.
It's shameful,
Returns! Fierce!
but it is to be expected.
Ready! Elite cavalry!
Now, do I leave the general out for a little bit and let him catch his breath? Or do I just immediately send him back into the fight?
Returns!
I think I'll let him get back up to the active state of fatigue. Nope, just kidding, he's going. This admiral dies today. Run him over.
Noble horse!
Can't even tell who's who. Make sure that admiral dies. There will be no survivors if we can help it.
The enemy general is dead.
I'm even going to take the time to run down some of these units as well. Alright, well, I'm happy that we managed to get a win. I was genuinely concerned that it wasn't going to happen. But cavalry is just that strong early on. Having access to heavy cavalry in the form of a general is very, very valuable. Alrighty, well, good job, gentlemen. We actually still managed to lose more than we killed, but... Oh wait, no, I read that backwards. We did some friendly fire. We did not lose more than we killed. We lost more than they killed because we did some friendly fire. Now I'm really hopeful that nobody else sends a navy over here to harass me, because the garrison is just that much weaker now. Let's go ahead and keep earning ourselves some money with every battle. Alrighty, this year in history, we can just ignore that. I've shown that on previous campaigns before. It is a really cool thing that this mod does, but it's not something I am concerned with spending a lot of time reading it right now. Ironically, I'm wishing I'd kept my spy over here so I could see whether they had their army run away. But instead of worrying about whether they did it, we're just going to get over here and find out. And it appears that they did not. I don't have the movement range to get over here this turn, but I have the movement range to prevent them from running past me. I'm blocking off this mountain pass here, and this gives me an opportunity to raid for a turn. Hopefully I can lower my taxes at least a little bit now. Spy, you go ahead and just hang out there for a little while. These three will become progressively a smaller threat. Alrighty, what technology do we need? I'm definitely going to need some kind of artillery, and I get that from the tier 3 barracks, the proving grounds. So maybe this would be the best technology to go for right off the bat. But I am struggling mightily with public order and finances at the moment, so maybe some of these other technologies would be better. Let's see if anything stands out. Cultural conversion is completely not essential right now. None of those are particularly useful. Wealth from industry would be nice, but it's not. I'm not doing a ton of industry at the moment. Wealth from agriculture would be excellent. Wealth from commerce and from trade doesn't sound wonderful. Alright, let's just go for the artillery. And actually, in the name of public order, I'm going to reduce the taxes even lower and lose some money over this end turn. If I didn't have this general recruited, we would be nearly in the positive, but obviously it's already paid itself. He's already paid his own worth by defending the city from that little fleet. I think that's all we can do this turn. I'm not even going to ask these guys for peace anymore. I'm just going to wipe them out. I'm sick of dealing with them. I'm really hoping they charge out and attack me. Well, they have made a pretty severe blunder here. They've taken their main army and put it outside of the city, which will allow me to isolate it with these two. So, let's go ahead and launch the attack. Obviously, I'm not going to attack immediately. Sorry, I've just caught myself in the middle of speaking because I am perplexed at how these guys could win on their own. Wait a minute. So they've got the army in the settlement garrison, the fleet garrison. Oh, no way. That army that's out here actually can't reinforce because you can only have 4 armies per battle. And with the garrison army and fleet, and then their fleet and the new general they just recruited, this obviously is the 5th army. That's pretty funny. So I could just auto-resolve this right now. But I think the more efficient way to go about this would be to launch an attack on this fortified position Alright, well, they haven't gone for it. Or rather, they haven't decided to defend themselves. Of course, the reason is these two armies would be going 2v1 against these guys. So let's go ahead, and I'm not going to do this battle in this episode because I think that'll just take it over my time limit today. So let me see if there's any other settlement management I can do for the last couple of minutes before I have to wrap things up. It looks like things are fairly well under control. I think I may finally actually go for some public order with one of these buildings. I might go for the healer finally. Just to get a little bit of extra public order going. And then, is there anything else I have to do here? Loyalty's not looking great. Normally early on, loyalty is kind of a lot higher than this. But it's alright. Yeah, the problem is I'm a tribal confederation. I really should try to probably become an empire just for the loyalty. But obviously that is well into the future. Anyway, I guess that's about all I can do for now. So as always, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you look forward to the battle that'll wipe out the Welsh, or rather take their last settlement, and then we will chase them down and wipe them out shortly thereafter. As always, I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you in the next one.